This November, Trócaire, the Irish-Palestinian Alliance, with the help of Christian Aid and Trócaire, organised a week-long trip to Ireland by 3 church leaders from Palestine. Their itinerary included a meeting in the Trócaire offices in Maynooth. In short addresses to the meeting, the church leaders raised a number of issues, including the siege of Gaza and the emigration of Christians from Palestine and the Holy Land. On behalf of their people, they appealed for support from the Irish Church, including practical assistance for Christian schools, but also in regard to advocacy for a just peace for all concerned.
Thank you for delegating myself to speak to our sisters and brothers at Trócaire. It's actually a pleasure for us and an honor at the same time that we are here. We know of your work somehow in West Bank, but in particular in Gaza, and we appreciate what support you provide to the Palestinian people in solidarity of their plight and issue. For us, we come from various areas. His Grace Monsignor Musallam comes from West Bank, and His Grace Bishop Atallah comes from Jerusalem. I myself come from Gaza. This situation with the boycott, which is not giving an opportunity at all to the people in Gaza, which comprise about 1.5 million, mostly are refugees. Half of them are still living in camps, and the conditions are really very deplorable, very difficult. Now with the siege, which has been imposed, complete siege, imposed since June 60s, 4 years ago, the situation became much more deplorable. The unemployment rate had jumped to almost 60%. Majority of the people, about 80%, are under poverty line. They depend on charity, aid, which comes from various organizations, including ours. But we hate to continue under such conditions of poverty, charity, while our people are very dynamic and they could do work, they could earn money, they can build their country. Unfortunately, the siege is preventing the great majority of the needed supplies. Since the attack on the flotilla last May, there was some softening to the siege, but in areas and on commodities which are not so important, and most probably you have heard about them. We had more chips, chocolates, oil, more rice, more. But the main commodities, which are the construction materials and the raw materials for our factories, where employment could start to give at least an opportunity for our labor force, are still denied entry into Gaza. And again, the international community should work hard to implement UN resolutions, to see that we are human beings, enough for 42 years of occupation, enough for this suffering, enough for this inhuman condition our people are living. Our young people should see hope. They should see hope for the future.
نحن أتينا من فلسطين كرجال دين مسيحي وكشخصيات مسيحية لكي نتحدث عن آلام شعبنا ومعاناته.
We came from Palestine as a religious and Christian leaders to talk about the suffering of our people in our nation.
وفي هذا نحن لا نميز بين مسيحي ومسلم.
Here we don't differentiate between Muslim or Christian.
لأن الجميع يعانون والجميع يعذبون ويستهدفون.
Because all of us, all Palestinians suffers and suffer the consequences of the occupation.
ونحن نقدر عاليا الدور الإنساني الكبير الذي تقومون به.
We value much the human role that you're playing.
مثلا عام 48 كان عدد المسيحيين في القدس، عن القدس أتحدث الآن، 35,000.
I'll talk about Jerusalem, for example. In 1948, the number of Christians in Jerusalem was 35,000.
35,000.
35,000.
لو استمر الوضع بشكل طبيعي لتحول هذا العدد عام 67 وحتى اليوم إلى 200 أو 300 أو أكثر.
If things went normal from 1948 and 67 to now, maybe we'll have the number around 200,000.
ولكن اليوم عدد المسيحيين في القدس هو 8,000 فقط.
But today, now, the number of Christians in Jerusalem is only 8,000.
أنتم تعلمون أن فلسطين هي مهد المسيحية، البلد الذي منه انطلقت المسيحية إلى كل العالم.
You know that Palestine is the land of Christianity, the land of where Christianity have spread to all over the world.
بعد أيام ستعيدون لعيد الميلاد، والميلاد تم عندنا.
After a few days you will celebrate Christmas, and Christmas has happened in
وعندما تعيدون للقيامة ستذكرون القدس أيضا، لأن القيامة تمت عندنا.
When you celebrate for Easter, Easter has happened in our part of the world.
كارثة كبرى بحق الشعب الفلسطيني كل، وبحق المسيحية في العالم والكنيسة المسيحية، أن يتضاءل عدد المسيحيين في فلسطين.
It's a great disaster for the whole world and for the Christianity that the number of Christians is declining in the Holy Land.
الهجرة ما زالت مستمرة.
The migration is still continuing.
ونحن نخاف من المستقبل.
We are afraid of future.
الحضور المسيحي في فلسطين مهدد.
The presence of the Christians in Palestine is in danger.
العامل الأساسي هو الاحتلال.
The main reason is the occupation.
وكل العوامل الأخرى هي مرتبطة بهذا العامل.
And all other reasons are linked to this reason.
لقد كتبنا هذه الوثيقة التاريخية ويسعدنا أن نقدمها لكم.
We have wrote this document and we would like to, we're happy to present it to you.
شارك في صياغتها عدد من رجال الدين المسيحي من كل الكنائس.
Was written and participated from different, the writing of this document was participated from different religious Christian leaders.
إن تضاؤل عدد المسيحيين في فلسطين جعل كل الكنائس تتعاون مع بعضها البعض أكثر مما كان في السابق.
The decline of Christians in Palestine that led to the cooperation between Christian churches among themselves.
Palestinians now are in dangers, in many dangers. They are facing many dangers. If you want Christians to remain in Palestine, first of all, you should speak with Christians and tackle specific things. You see, first of all, not the stomachs, but education. In our schools, we lose too many children from our schools because they are unable to pay their fees. You give too much money for the church, we know it, thank you. But this money is taken for building, we need to help the families itself to pay the fees of the schools to keep the children. So we need this care for our children in the schools. I repeat again what I have said, that you support us, you support the churches, but now go ahead for a specific topic, the fees of Christian children in the school, to let these poor families contact the schools and remain in the schools to have their education and to keep Christians, because a Christian without education is no more a Christian.
This is the duty of the free world. It is not possible at all to continue applying one standard and two standard policy. On us as Palestinians, it's double standard, and in other places of the world, it is one standard. We would like to have all the good conditions applicable to the area in order to end with ending the occupation, having our state next to the state of Israel, but within West Bank, East Jerusalem, and Gaza, then we could live in peace. We could live complementing each other. We could live in reconciliation. We could forgive the history. But if the situation continues like this, I'm expecting, unfortunately, a bad and an explosion in the area. Therefore, again, I appeal to you and others. We appreciate your kindness, your support, but we need not only charity. We need advocacy towards the rights of the Palestinians. Thank you.
Okay.